Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Out of the Park Baseball 25 with the San Francisco Giants. It is just about opening day. We've got a couple of days before we get to I'm assuming this is the Dodgers, yeah. Where do they get players like this? That's impressive. Anyway, it's opening day, or almost opening day. We have to trim the roster down a bit. By a bit, I mean 20 players. We're at 18 pitchers right now. I don't really mention this much, but if you guys, if you don't join, if you aren't members of enough Discords already, you should think about joining mine. It's a small community. It's about 65 of us right now, but we have fun. It's a good time. So you can join Discord. The link is in the description. So yeah. Anyway. So we have to send 2 pitchers to the minors. Yeah, I got to send 2 pitchers to the minors. I don't know who those 2 pitchers are going to be. I hate to send down Hartman, although he wasn't. I mean, yeah, I guess we send down Hartman. He wasn't good last year. We still have to send down one more. I think Cisneros has pitched himself into a relief role, which is a shame. Given those ratings, it looks like he should be a monster pitcher, but he just is not good enough against lefties, so he gets eaten up. So we'll use him as a righty specialist and middle reliever, and we'll go. And he'll be our first starter out of the bullpen if that's something we need. I don't know who to send down. My pitching staff is too good. I mean, I hate to send down Christian Little, but I don't think I can. Does he have options left? Yeah, he doesn't have options left. I want to keep Aird as another potential bullpen arm. I don't know who to send down. Do we go Hers? I mean, he was really good last year. He's a free agent after this season, though. I mean, is anybody interested in him? Nope. What if I retained? Is anybody interested in him now? Bad defending center fielder. I don't want to just give him away. But what do we got here? He's out for the year. Good ratings against lefties. He's only 25. I mean, it's the best offer so far. A little bit of power from the catcher position wouldn't be bad. Nope. I think we make the trade with Pittsburgh here. Get ourselves another outfielder. He's going to be out for 5 to 6 months. We'll just stick him on the injured list. But good defense, good speed. Potential 4th outfielder who can hit lefties a little bit. Sure. Make that deal. Why would our avail? Oh, right, because I'm retaining it all. Pittsburgh can't afford it. Yeah. See, I would rather be able to save the money. I mean, that $3.8 million could go a long way for us. Benellis, Colton Cowser, who's now 30, never really developed. Benellis, pretty good power bat. Yeah, I mean, what if we go all the way down to 0? Okay, so I just got to give you... No, I got to give you a player I'm not prepared to give you. So, That's like my entire 40-man roster right there. So let's just bump that up to 5. What do we got here? Adrian Martinez, he's 34, sure. I just want to get it off the books. Here, you want this 16-year-old? Sure, you can have him. Cool. So that gives us Alex Binelas. It saves us about $3 million. Gives us another bat in case we need it, which is fine. So we are now at 13 pitchers. Cisneros is going to go to the bullpen. Move Hurt up there. We will have a 5-man rotation. Set everybody at 110 pitches. Might go 120 on Gasser because this is his last season with us, so I don't care if we burn him out. And then what does the AI want to do with our bullpen? Wants Joe Walker as our closer. He was the kid we picked up from the Mets last year. Sure, I'm going to give it a shot. Waldrop and Campbell as our setup. Neely, Little, Brock as middle relief. Ayard, and let's do this. Specialist versus right-handed / long relief. Cool. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I mean, again, I don't ever want to spend a lot of money on my bullpen, and I'm not. I think if you look at our bullpen, Waldrop is making 4.8. I don't know that we pay him 7 next year, so he could be gone. Neely and Campbell both making 3 or less. Cisneros 1.8. The rest of them should be at 740. Yeah, Little's making the league minimum. Walker is making the league minimum, and then I think the Mets are paying Brock's salary for this season. So yeah, we just aren't paying our bullpen a lot. We're at 35, so that means we got to send 9 players to the minors. Chirinos and Guzman. Chirinos DFA candidate. That's fine. Rigdon, Igwe, Sawyer Farr can all go down. Bolivar, I said, was going to start in Double-A because he didn't hit much last year. Mullinax was okay. I mean, ratings are starting to get better, starting to pick up here a little bit. Better against righties than he is lefties. Blyce, I think, is still the better option for now. So Mullinax will go to Triple-A. We're probably going to have to send, 2 more down? Yeah. So now we get into this. Is it... So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 outfielders. Stroman. We'll start Stroman at Triple-A just because he didn't get a full season there last year. And, I mean, I would like to stick with Sanford just because of his glove. And Hinojosa was... I mean, the problem is if we send Hinojosa down, we don't really have a good bat off the bench. I mean, that's the reality. He can't play defense, though. He's not really a second... I mean, I think his defensive ratings, they looked like they dropped recently. Scouting. Yeah. His defensive ratings dropped. I mean, he's passable. He's really not. He's passable at second base, but he's really not. He's a first baseman at this point. I think we send Hinojosa down, and we don't really worry about not having a big bat off the bench. I think that's probably the best option. All right. So we have a legit leadoff hitter in Jet Williams. Our number 2 is going to be Shawnuel. That will make our number 3 go Royce Lewis. Tristan Cassius will be our number 4. 35, 45, 60. All right, so Cassius is our first baseman. Shawnuel is our DH. Then we'll go Rafaela in... Yeah, Rafaela in right is fine. Burleson in left. Gutierrez in center. Oh, I forgot about. Right, let's do this. Yeah, no, actually, Figaro is better against righties or against lefties than he is righties, so that actually makes sense. And then Aaron Bede as our starting catcher. I don't know. I mean, it's not a great lineup. Not a great lineup. And I think 1 through 5 is pretty okay. It wants Morel to start every third game. I don't want him starting every third game against lefties. Or against righties. He's just not a good enough hitter. Sanford will be our backup second baseman once a week. Our backup shortstop. Once every 10 games. Yeah, and it's not a great. I mean, it's okay. I think 1 through 5 is fine. We need some of those offensive players to some of our young offensive players to start to develop. Most of what's in AAA right now is pitching. Burgess, and where are the rest of them? Maldonado's down to a 45. That's a little discouraging. I mean, everything's going up except for his potential control. Everything else went up. Maldonado, McKernan and Schmidt are both just depth pieces. But yeah, we've got some pitchers that are going to be ready to go here in the next couple of years. But we definitely are going to need Cuevas to continue to improve this season. We're going to need Bolivar to actually make some headway now. And then everything else is, we still got a few years before, the likes of Henry and Harrington and those sorts of players. So, all right, lineups against lefties. What are we doing here? We are going to put Morel in for Burleson in left. Our lineup against lefties is really, really good. Do that. Even Shawnuel can hit lefties pretty well, yeah. All right, and then depth chart there. It's fine. We'll just leave it like that. Let's get to opening day. We will play opening day. I had a couple people say that they like it when we do that, so we'll let the game do its thing. And then I'll sim April, and we'll come back and we'll do May together, and then I'll do June offline, and the next episode, you guys know how this process works. So that will be the plan. All right. Better than 500 ball, top 100 prospects. Hey, we got a top 100 prospect, David Padilla. He was our international guy this past season. Where does that put our minor league system now? Number 5, Padilla, Flores, Harrington, Fennel, and Staley. Very nice. All right, we got 5 of the top 100. Flores was an international guy a couple of years ago. I don't know. We'll see. And then obviously we know what we're dealing with Harrington, the two-way guy. Fennel was our first-round pick a year ago, and then Staley was our second-round pick a year ago. So, all right, let's look at waivers. Pitching potential. Alexis Diaz and John McMillan. McMillan looks pretty nice, but I'm not paying him $5 million. Alvarado, no. Not really anybody there. What about batters? Anything of note? Nope. All right. Preseason predictions has us going 103 and 59. So our owner wants us to play 500 ball, and our projections have us winning 103 games. We got Harrison, Yamamoto, Hurt, all listed as pitchers. There's Cassius as our top batter. And we got the Dodgers. We're going to be playing in Chavez Ravine. Kyle Harrison will get the opening day start. He is set at 110 pitches. So let's go ahead and play that game against LA. See what the Dodgers are looking like these days. So we got Jet Williams, Shawnuel, Lewis, Cassius, Rafaela, Burleson, Gutierrez, Figaro, and Aaron Bede with Harrison. Only 17 and 19 over the last 2 seasons for Kyle Harrison. Bit of a surprise. For them, Andres Jimenez, James Outman, Juan Soto, Matt McClain, Trey Sweeney, Gabriel Arias, Noah Miller, Mookie Betts, now 38 years old. Jesus Scalise is their catcher, and Spencer Strider 17-9 with a 2.53 ERA. Struck out 354 batters last season as a member of the St. Louis Cardinals. So let's go ahead and do it. All right, so it looks like the first batter is going to be a strikeout. We will see, though. Jet Williams against Spencer Strider. Nope. I take that back. Jet Williams takes Strider to left, and it's gone. Jet Williams making an impression as a member of the Giants. Hits the 1-2 pitch down the left field line. We are up 1-0. Sean O'Well strikes out. Royce Lewis flies out to center. And Tristan Cassius grounds out to second. All right, so we pick up a run. Leadoff home run by Jet Williams. And we'll see if Harrison can hang on to that. He strikes out Jimenez. 3-1 on Outman. Is a pop out to right. And Juan Soto. Payoff pitch to him. Walks him. 1-1 now to McLean. Pop out to the second baseman, it looks like. So I'm trying to record as many videos as I can before May 10th. That's when baseball season starts for me. And I don't know how much I'm going to be able to record after that. My hope is that I'll still be able to get in a couple of videos a week, but I'll have obviously my full-time job that I have to manage, and then my baseball stuff. So we will see. We will see. The series definitely isn't going anywhere. I just have another error. An error on the first baseman and second baseman. I just got a lot to do. Got a lot going on. So ball gets away. So 2 errors and a wild pitch, and we score a run. I'll take it. I don't care how it gets done. Aaron Beede strikes out, so we are up 2-0. So yeah, we'll see. We will see. I mean, it starts for me on May 1st. May 1st is media day, so that'll be my first day over at the ballpark. There's the Dodgers' first hit. That'll be a double to left. So that'll be, that's my first day over at the ballpark. I got to be over there a couple of times to test, the broadcast setup and everything. But, we'll see. Over the head of the center fielder. So Dodgers pick up a run. Gabriel Arias, back-to-back doubles. And now Mookie goes deep. So there you go. It's kind of the way things have been going for Kyle Harrison. He's pitched okay, but not really good enough over the last couple of years. And that's why he's 17-19 over the last 2 seasons. He's given up 4 hits here in the second. 2 doubles, a home run, and now that single. And we are down by a run in what's a really messy line score here through 2 innings. Here's Jet again. He homered his first time up. Tries to drop the bunt down and misses. And picks up a single to center field here. Payoff pitch to Shonowell is blooped into left. So the first 2 batters reach here in the third. Ooh, Williams goes over to third. That speed, man, is deadly. Lewis strikes out. Cassius to center. That should tie the game. Shonowell hits second, goes to third. Does he score? He does. And moving to third on the throw is Tristan Cassius. We get those 2 runs right back. Ball 4 to Rafaela. First and third for Burleson, who smacks it out to left center. That'll score at least 1. Rafaela will hit third. He'll round third. He'll score. Oh, no, he doesn't. He stopped. I saw him turn around, and I didn't see him turn around and come back. So second and third, 1 out for Gutierrez. And that'll be a base hit. He'll score at least 1. So we're putting a hurting here on Spencer Strider. It scores 2. Gutierrez goes to second. Figaro now. And that'll be a pop out. Excuse me. I also woke up not feeling great this morning. Sore throat, stuffy. All my kids have been sick this week, so it's only a matter of time here. Strider against Aaron Beede with a runner at second. Cage strikes out, but we score 5. It'd be nice to set him down 1-2-3 here. But nope, he's going to walk Soto to lead off the inning. Then he's going to walk the next batter, McLean. That could be 4-6-3. It is not. Fielder's choice. Runners at the corners. 1 out. Arias strikes out. And Noah Miller. Diving catch made in center field by Gutierrez. So we're up 7-3 in the 4th. Here's Jet Williams again. He reached 3 times on opening day against Spencer Strider. Sean Noel, it should be a double play. Yep, 4-6-3. Royce Lewis pops up on the infield. So we go in order in the 4th. So Harrison has thrown 60 pitches through 3 innings, so it's probably not going to be a super long outing for him. There's another walk. It's his 4th walk issued of the game. Get the runner at first. There's a pop out. Yeah, Harrison hasn't pitched great in this one, but he's got a lead here through 4. There's a sliding catch by Gutierrez. And if we can get 5 out of Harrison, I guess it's kind of what we're hoping for at this point, right? Cassius strikes out. Raffaella with a single to right. And that will not be a double play. That's a fielder's choice. Gutierrez strikes out to end the inning. All right, so we're halfway through the game. We're up 4. Harrison's at 74 pitches. He's got Juan Soto leading off the inning. There's a strikeout. Now McLean. There's a strikeout. And Trace Sweeney. Okay. Best inning of the game for Harrison. 1, 2, 3, 5th. Figueroa now. He's 0 for 2. 0 for 3. Aaron Bede's 0 for 2. He's 0 for 3. Not a great game for him. And then Jet Williams has been on base 3 times. Ground ball to Strider. And that's a 1, 2, 3, 6th. Harrison will face Arias, Miller, and Betts in the 6th. Arias with a leadoff single. Not the start you wanted. Wild pitch. Not the start you wanted. Runner to second. Miller strikes out. TJ Brock now in for Mookie. So Harrison ends up going 5 1/3, 5 hits, 3 runs. Brock comes in, strikes out Betts. And he gets Galiz on the 5-3 putout. So nice job by TJ Brock. Harrison's in line for the win if we can hold them off for the last 4 innings. So they got a new pitcher in as well. Is that Prelander Baroa? It is. Facing Sean Noel, now Royce Lewis. Grounder to first. Sean Noel moves to second. Cassius now. Catch made in right field. And Raffaella now. Back to the pitcher. So we don't score off of... Oh, it's an infield hit. Raffaella beats it out. So 1st and 3rd, 2 outs for Burleson. And now we don't score. Strand runners at the corners. Bottom of the 7th. Jimenez from Brock is a ground ball to the... Oh, it's a base hit for Andres Jimenez to the left side. Ground ball to the first baseman. An infield single, so the first 2 reach here in the inning. First 3 reach here in the inning as Soto picks up a base hit. Not a great start. Not a great start. Both runners advance on the throw, so they have 2 in scoring position now. Cisneros, comes in and gives up a hit. No, yes, gives up a hit. 7-5. Runner steals second, so tying runs at second base. And that is that. Sometimes I hate this game. I'm just saying. Sometimes I hate this game. All right. Nico Horner is replacing the runner at second. There's a walk. Miller grounds it to the shortstop, and we make an error. Betts is about to walk. Nope. Are we going to get the runner at the plate? We are. And we turn the double play, a 6-2-3 double play. Can we get out of the inning? All right. Well, we're going to get out of the inning with the tie, but once again, Kyle Harrison gets sort of shafted here of a win. He was up 7-3, left the game. It's now tied. Gutierrez facing Gratterall. One away. Figueroa grounds out. And Aaron Bede. We go 1-2-3 in the eighth. So I fully anticipate that we're going to lose this game. But we will see. Waldrop starting off the bottom of the eighth with a diving catch out there in right field by Rafaela. Outman to first. 2 outs. And Soto flies out to right center. All right, so we're in the ninth. We're tied at 7. We got the top of the order. Jet Williams fouls out to the third baseman. Shawnuel draws a walk. Royce Lewis with a 2-run homer to right. There we go. I was about to say he was 0 for 4. He's now 1 for 5. We have a 2-run lead. Cassius strikes out. And Rafaela strikes out. So we go to the ninth. And we're bringing in Joe Walker, our new closer. Let's see how he does. 3-1 count on McClain. And he walks the leadoff man. Bohm strikes out. Trey Johnston. Fly out to left. 2 away. Runner at first. Noah Miller. Gets it to the second baseman. And that will do it. So we give up 4 in the 7th, but come back to win the game. Yeah, Brock's numbers look bad, but a lot of that was Cisneros. Cisneros walked a runner, gave up 2 hits. It wasn't a terrible outing for Harrison. It wasn't a great outing. 5 1/3, 4 walks. Waldrop gets the win. Walker the save. Jet Williams, Royce Lewis with home runs. Lewis and Cassius each drive in 2, as does Gutierrez. And we take opening day by the final score of 9-7. So I am going to sim now through the end of April, and we will come back and we'll do May together. So hang tight, guys. I'll see you in a minute. All right. We're back at May 1st. So we're through about a month and a week and a half. We're 25-14, 2.5 games up on the Diamondbacks in a pretty tight National League West. Offense is 5th in runs scored. Pitching is 3rd in runs against. Our starters have been great. Our bullpen has not. Middle of the pack defensively, and frankly, our offense has been pretty good. So if we look at the offensive numbers through this time, Lewis, Jet Williams, probably best middle infield in baseball right now. Royce putting up a 10-14 OPS, 173 OPS plus. BABIP is unsustainable, but whatever. 8 homers, 23 knocked in already. Jet Williams has been great in his first season with us. Alec Burleson's been fantastic, playing him only primarily against righties. Shawnuel, 8 home runs already on the year. Average a bit low, but Cassius down a bit this year, down to 787. Rafaela down early in the season, but again, he's been more of a late bloomer. He's been much better in the second half of seasons. Braylon Morrell, is he still? Yeah, he's hitting better against lefties. I don't know why he has 45 plate appearances against righties. I may need to put a stop to that because he's listed as my backup outfielder. No, that'll do it. So we called up Byron Buxton because Gutierrez got hurt again. So we called up Buxton. He's our backup center fielder. He hit a grand slam in his first plate appearance in our last game. Blyce has been bad. Aaron Bede has been bad. Figueroa has been average. Has he been bad with the glove? Yeah, he's been really bad with the glove. Sanford isn't hitting, and my catching situation has gotten really bad. So Guerrero is hitting. Yeah, I can't rush him. Maybe we call up to AAA now because he's 24. But next year, we just got to deal with what we have this year. Cuevas doing a nice job in AAA so far. So if he continues to develop, he'll be our starting third baseman next year. Pitching wise, our top 5 in WAR are our 5 starters: Yamamoto, Harrison, Gasser, Hurt, and Baz. They've all been quite good. Only Baz with a FIP north of 4. 2.08 ERA plus for Harrison here in the early going. Again, though, he's only 2-2, so we're not getting him any run support. Bullpen, we have a couple pitchers pitching really well, and then everyone else has been bad. Little, Walker, and Neely have all been lights out, and then the other 5 have been terrible. So, and we got some high FIPS here, though, so I'm hopeful that these will all even out. But, we can't continue to just rely on 3. We need more than 3 good bullpen arms. And that's sort of how things are going. So we're going to start simming the month of May here. And, we don't really have any money to play with. So if we try to bring somebody in, we're probably going to have to move somebody out. And there are some names that I'm looking at. We talked about Waldrop and not paying him $7 million next year. Kyle Hurt wants, right now it's 10. We're already going to be short Gasser next year. We probably lose Shane Baz as well. I mean, if he puts up 3.5 WAR, he's not going to opt into the contract. So we might be having to replace 3/5 of our rotation. Figure we'll have Harrison and Yamamoto. Baz, Gasser, Hurt may all be gone next season. And we might have to do that. We've got at least, Burgess and Maldonado. If he can end up at 55 at the end of this season, I mean, we can replace 2 of them right there. Nick Lodolo. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. 2.6 extreme ground ball guy. I mean, we might need to call him up this season. Not doing it now, but we could potentially look at moving Kyle Hurt or even Robert Gasser once we get into July, just to keep thinking about the future. But at any rate, we're gonna start simming. We got Milwaukee and one of the best pitchers in baseball right now, which is Jacob Misarowski. 3 straight seasons of 300 strikeouts. He's got a 1.38 ERA this year. I fully expect to lose this game. And we do 12-0, and then turn around with a 10-0 win. So it's a weird game. Burleson and Blyce, each with 3 RBIs. Blyce and Aaron Bede, homer. Harrison picks up the win. Look for the series. Oh, they got Hunter Green and Misarowski in there. Oh my gosh. That's a ridiculously good contract. I'm curious about something. Just wanted to see if I could get them to trade. I mean, I think they realize how good that contract is. That's an absurdly good contract for that type of production. Wow, well done, Milwaukee. So we lose 2 out of 3 to the Brewers. Win, loss, win so far this month. Rafaela 2 for 5, 3 RBIs. Cassius reaches base 4 times. Rafaela, Aaron Bede, Burleson, Cassius all homer. Not a good start for Gasser. Campbell still has an ERA north of 12. So our bullpen is just not getting it done. An ERA of almost 5 out of our bullpen is not good. Next game at Cincinnati is a 10-4 victory. Excuse me. So if any of you guys are interested, I did my first interview last night, recording this on Wednesday. I was interviewed by This Week in the Association. I posted the link to Discord, so if you want to take a listen to to an interview I did, it's there. So we scored 10 runs in 6 innings. Buxton, Figueroa, Cassius homers twice. Baz goes, quote-unquote, the distance. Final game now against Cincinnati is a 3-2 loss. We got Harrison on the mound against Strider. So there's another loss. And another loss. And we lose Buxton for 2 to 3 weeks. Gutierrez is back in 5 days, so we'll just run with what we have. We win 3-0 with Gasser on the mound. He has 6 shutout innings. Cassius hits his 10th. All right, we're only half a game up. It's not great. Bullpen ERA looks like it's coming down a bit. It was 4.88. It's 4.70 now. We get a day off at Arizona today. And we fall out of first place. We lose another game, so that's 2 straight games. We're now a game and a half out? Yep. Game and a half out of first. So Blyce or Gutierrez will go in there. Gutierrez will go in here. Blyce in center field, and then lefty. Blyce, what's missing here? Oh, center field, right field, left field. Yeah, not good. Not good. We just got swept by Arizona. It's 4 in a row. And we finally win a game. Shanuel, Sanford homer, Gasser pitches well. So our starters are 3rd in ERA. Bullpen is 13th. We're middle of the pack offensively. Yeah, I don't think our offense is good enough for our pitching not to be 1st or 2nd. No, we're not playing well at all. We win there. Rafaela gets hurt. We win 6-1. Shanuel, double couple RBIs. Hurt pitches okay. Yeah, that bullpen, man. The bullpen is struggling. We need to fix that. I'm not entirely sure how to do it. Arizona's 4.5 games up. They're 4th in runs scored, 3rd in runs against. We are 5th and 6th. Okay. Yeah, offensively, they've got Lawler and they've got Carroll. Like, those are their two big guns, so to speak. And they've got Steve Rangel, the first overall pick in 2026. Wow. All right. Well, we got to beat San Diego here. We do 4-2 behind Kyle Harrison. Lewis and Cassius each drive into. Tristan hits his 13th. Harrison pitches well. Brock's ERA is north of 10. How do I have 2 relievers in my bullpen with ERAs over 10? What do I do here? What do I do? And I think, Campbell's literally the reigning reliever of the year. Let's try this. Oh, he's at option years. Cool. So what I want to do is bring up Lodolo. I want to bring up Lodolo and I want to stick him in the rotation. And I want to move Hurt to the bullpen. That's what I want to do. All right. So Colby aired. So we're going to move Lodolo to the big league team. We're going to move Hurt to the bullpen. We're going to put Lodolo in the rotation. We're going to put Hurt in middle relief. Use more often as a bullpen arm. And hopefully that helps with that. We'll put Campbell in a long relief, avoid high leverage. Brock, we're going to take out. We'll put him in middle relief, avoid high leverage, and then Little becomes our other setup man. No, Neely. Neely is our other setup man. Andy's our closer. So we'll try that. So we'll go with Walker as the closer, Waldrop and Neely with our setup men, Brock hurt now in middle relief with Little, Campbell is a long relief, and then Cisneros is a specialist / long relief. We'll see. That helps our pitching staff here at all. All right. Another game against San Diego with Yamamoto pitching. And it's a 4-0 win in 10. Well, that's encouraging. Blyce with a pinch hit 2-run homer. Yeah, Yamamoto gave us 4. That's not good. And it's his elbow. Cool. Cisneros gave us 3. Waldrop and Walker. Let's see what we're going to be dealing with here. Gasser. Oh, okay. Okay, well, that was concerning. Let's go ahead and... Nope, we're not going to put him on the DL. What we're going to do is come in here, and we're going to bench him for a week. And then we'll go to our pitching staff. We'll take Yamamoto out, and we'll give Cisneros 1 start in there. So we went 4-0 in 10, then 4-0 in 11. So that's 18 straight shutout innings since we made that change to our pitching staff. Neely gave us 4 shutout. We got 7 shutout from Gasser. All right. Another game with Baz pitching. Game's thinking about it. 8-5 win. So we got 3 in the 6th. Shonwell 2 for 3, 4 RBIs. Figaro 3 hits. Aaron Bede 3 hits. Shonwell and Figaro with homers. Baz gives up all 5. Bullpen does their part. So it's 3 straight games, 3 straight good games out of the bullpen. Another game against Vegas. Here's Lodolo's start. Ooh, that's not good. Did Lodolo give up all 7? He did. That's not great, but again, the bullpen pitched well, so that was my concern. I think ultimately our starters will be fine. Harrison today against Logan Webb. We lose back-to-back games. Not great. How many more days is he benched for? 4. All right. Well, let's see if we can win a game here. We went 8-6. Again, it looks like the bullpen probably pitched okay. Little gave up a couple runs, but Brock has his ERA under 10. Hurt pitches 2/3 of an inning, gets the win. Walker gets the save. Jet Williams' 5th home run of the year. Gasser today. There's another win. He refuses to be demoted. Does anybody want him? It's unlikely. Nope. All right, so we are going to just go ahead and release him. We'll eat the 1.8. It is what it is. So we gave up 3 in the 6th. Again, I think another good bullpen game. Burleson 2 hits. Yep, Brock, Waldrop, Walker. Our bullpen has really picked it up as of late. That's encouraging. We got Yamamoto day-to-day for 3 days. So 1, 2, 3. He'll be able to make his next start, which is nice. All right, so Baz tomorrow. There's a 3-2 win. Rafaela 2 for 3 home run. Double and a homer for Sedan. Morel and Figaro, both 2 hits and an RBI. Baz only goes 4 2/3, but again, the bullpen has seemingly figured it out here a little bit. All right, we got Lodolo today. Let's see if he has a better start. He does. 4-2 win. He doesn't get the win because we scored 2 in the 9th, but I'm immediately going to the pitching because that's been my concern. Lodolo gave us 5 2/3. That's a nice start. Neely the win, Walker the save, Morel with a home run, 2 RBIs. Yamamoto is healthy now, so he can come back in for Cisneros, who will go back into his specialist / long relief role. Harrison pitching today as we look for the sweep, and we don't get it. It's a 3-1 loss. Again, Kyle Harrison with a losing record, and he's on pace for 6 WAR. Yamamoto against Colorado today at home. Back-to-back losses. Not good. Buxton, I think, have to DFA, right? And I don't really want to do that, but Oh, we can put him on a rehab assignment. Let's do that. All right, so Yamamoto loses his first game back. We've had trouble with Colorado this year. They swept us in a 4-game series back in April. So the final game of the month, we finished 40-28. 40-28 looks a whole lot better than 39-29. That is for darn sure. Nope, 39-29. Again, just having problems with the Colorado Rockies. We're 4.5 games out of first place. There's some good development here. Schmidt gets a little worse. Yeah, he doesn't look like, maybe a backup bullpen guy. McKernan, who we picked up in the trade with the Mets last year, he gets better. Maldonado continues to, if he ends up 55-50, it is what it is. I'll take it. Guerrero gets better, not really hitting in AAA, but the contact improves. This is the one I like to see. Cuevas, 348, 403, 771. He's destroying. He's on pace for 67 home runs in AAA this year. He's not far off, I don't think. Sheffield, he gets better. Bobby Staley gets better. He's pitching really well in AA. Bolivar's gap rating drops. He's not hitting. I think he may have hit his peak, and that's a shame. We needed that offensive power. Eric Nelson gets a little better. Jake Thorpe, another catching prospect. Dan Wright was one of our first draft picks. He's been stuck. Dave Cook we drafted in the 10th round. I liked the stuff, if I remember correctly. All right, so we are at the end of May. We're 39-29. Certainly hasn't been the best season for us. 14-15 in the month of May. 7th in runs scored, 3rd in runs against. So the pitching staff has gotten better. We've cut almost 0.7 of a run off our ERA that month from the bullpen. But the offense is scuffling. I look at these numbers and I don't see anything that immediately needs to be. Aaron Beede obviously is bad, but he's actually, the eye just got better. So the potential exists for Cade. He's only 25, but Figueroa is, if we look at our lineup, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of our 9 hitters are considered above league average. Only Gutierrez, Rafaela, and Aaron Beede. So that's it. Williams, Lewis, Shawnuel, and Cassius are all having good years. So we'll see what happens in June. Pitching-wise, I can't figure out this Kyle Harrison thing. His ratings are so good, but he's now 21-24 in the last 2.5 years. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Yamamoto's only 3-3 this season as well. Gasser's been good. Baz has been not great. And then Lodolo. Yeah, I may stick with Lodolo. He only wanted, I think it was 2.6 to come back next season. So now it's up to 3.2. But even at 3.2 as our number 5, I'm okay with that. Not that I want to make a deal this episode, but what sort of deal can we get for Shane Baz? Can we get, I was going to say, if we can get 70% of the pitcher for, 15% of the price, and, this right here is that. Halling is somebody we will keep, that will, I might do that, honestly, unless there's a better option here. Chase Hampton, can we get them both? If I can get Hampton and Halling for Baz while reducing payroll, I feel like that's a pretty solid option. Carson Wisenhunt. Birdsong from Colorado. We can bring him back home. He hasn't been bad, but again, his ARB number is, what's his ARB number? 6. It's not terrible, but Marco Ryan, no. Snelling is making 10. So Halling and Hampton. Do we want to give up Rigdon? And we got Rigdon, Stroman, Sanford. They're all the same player. So he's 60, 65, 65, 60. He's 65, 65, 65, 65. Rigdon's probably a bit better hitter. He's got the better contact, better avoid K. Sanford's better defensively. Stroman isn't quite as good as either of them, but he's younger and he's better as a better hitter than one and a better fielder than the other. So I think Stroman we hang on to. Yeah, I'm not giving up any of these players here. I mean, I don't mind giving up. Concealing as a bench role. Fringe everyday player. High adaptability, low financial. Rigdon, Sanford. High work ethic. I think we do this. Can we get anything else out of the deal? Give me Josh Edmondson. Give you Aaron Bede. No. Had to ask. Dan Figgins. No. I mean, 27 and a 29-year-old trading away a 31-year-old. He's 65, 50, 55. Halling is 55, 55, 50. He's been getting better. The potential's been up and down. The overall's certainly gotten better. In fact, he just had a spike in his move or in his stuff. And I'm trying to think about flexibility for the future, right? Like, what can we do today that won't hurt us too much, but will also make us better down the road? And that's the type of flexibility we're talking about. Oh, he's good. I like him. Just had to check. Zimmerman. Anybody else that you could send me that would help me? I mean, I think I'm okay with this. Saves us $5 million. What is Baz's? He's popular, but that's okay. In Holling's fastball, changeup, cutter. His ratings are fine. Doesn't have any really crazy splits either way. Hampton. Extreme fly ball guy, but that's fine. Again, minor splits, but what's his? He's making 1.3 as a free agent, but that's okay. Let's do this. So on June 1st, we're going to go ahead and trade Shane Baz, who is 5-4 with a 4.91 ERA. Was pretty good for us last year, 2 WAR, 105 ERA plus, just above league average. Has been below league average this season. He has a contract next season with a player opt-out of $10 million. We'll send them Rustin Rigdon as well, which is just, again, redundancy. We got 3 of almost the same player. And in return, we'll bring back Steve Halling and Chase Hampton. I do want to check one other thing, though. Let's do this. Before I make that deal, let's do this. Let's just see what sorts of offers I can get with a bat who doesn't maybe make a ton of money. Hernandez looks all right. Rodriguez makes more than I'd like to pay. Yang. Meh. Pick up PCA from the Cubs if we wanted to. His $9 million contract. I'll pass. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Do we try to get Callas and Veen? Great speed, great defense. Veen is really good against righties. He sort of makes Burleson redundant, but he's more of a complete player than Burleson is. How's he doing this year? 292, 360. Yeah, he's up an 851 OPS. Granted, that's Colorado, but his contact just dropped. I may still try to pick up those two players from Atlanta, but I'm thinking about trying to pull that trigger with Colorado. I'm not crazy about making a division opponent a little bit better, but I don't think Baz will pitch well in Colorado. I've got nothing to support that information. It's just sort of a hope that I have more than anything. Caminero. Ooh. Where would he play? What's his contract look like? 8 and then an opt-out next year. Ooh. It's a catcher with some pop, man. Not as good defensively, but, that's not a bad deal. A lot of players here that I'm interested in picking up. I think we're going to send Shane Baz back to Tampa. Pick up a power-hitting catcher. Can we get Caminero, too? All right, I think I can make this work. So we're going to go ahead and end the episode here, guys. And when we come back, it'll be July 1st, and I'll show you what I was able to do. But yeah, catcher with some power, really good hitting ratings against lefties. Middle of the bat type stuff middle of the order type stuff against lefties. And then Caminero can rake against lefties as well. It would require some finagling of our rotation of our lineup. But we can make it work. If we picked up Caminero, he's given him 2 WAR each of the last 2 seasons. Leadoff approach, really? I think he's a leadoff hitter. I guess he's got the speed. Can he play the outfield? Passable. Maybe he's Caminero is sort of a catch-all. Can back up. Can back up at all the positions. So I'm going to mess around with this offline. So when we come back, it'll be July 1st, and I'll show you what that final trade is, as well as I'm looking at Zach Veen still and thinking about that trade with Atlanta as well. So I might make some moves in June, but you'll have to find out in the next episode. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.